Welcome back to the show. We're going to jump right in. Don't make the same mistakes that we made. These are some marketing mistakes that we made that I don't want you to waste your time on. So our fourth year, I believe, we were doing pretty well in our local market. Our local market is about 2 hours east of Dallas. We have a hometown type community with about 75,000 people and maybe 100,000 people in the proper area. And then there's some other outlying small towns of 5, 10, 15,000 people. So we found some tactics that worked in our local market. One of those tactics back then, this was 10 years ago or so, was door hangers. Nobody in our area had really seen door hangers or made a big push to put door hangers out at people's houses. So we were finding really good returns on that. I don't remember the exact numbers. It's been a while, so I'm just going to give you my best guess. We might put 500 door hangers out and get 10 or 15 new clients, which was really good. It may have been actually a little bit more than that. So we thought, well, crap, there's millions of people that live in Dallas. Let's go do the same thing. We can incorporate that into our business. We'll run up there. We'll get a bunch of clients. We'll run up there. We'll work for a week. Okay, don't even get me on the logistics. The logistics of this idea were a nightmare of doing repairs and stuff, but we just thought, okay, we can go change the world, right? That's what we thought. So we go up to Dallas, and there's 4 guys. We take 4 bicycles, and we just put the hammer down. We put 4,000 or 5,000 door hangers out in a matter of a couple days. We were getting on it, and our return on that was terrible. Say we put 5,000 out, we got about 20 houses. That's awful. That's 0.4% return on 5,000 door hangers. We sweat, and we're putting these things out in September, right? Or early October, and it's still hot here in Texas. I mean, we worked. Everybody's got a little camel thing on their back with water, and we're pushing it. We had fun, okay, and we learned a lesson. The lesson we learned was that all marketing techniques do not work in certain areas. Hey, real quick, we made a lot of mistakes, and we've paid the price and done the therapy for them. And so if we've helped you in any way, and we can help you more by selling lights to you, we have good products at good prices, go to lineandlight.com and pick up your materials for the year. That's the plug. Moving on, here we go. What we know, well, let's back up a little bit. Talking about the different types of marketing. You can do door hangers, you can do bandit signs, which are just like the little realtor signs. You can do Facebook, you can do Google ads, you can be on TikTok, you can be on Instagram, you can be on Facebook Reels, you can be on Twitter. What's going to work for you? What is the magic number? What is the magic combination? Well, if you'll stick around, I'll tell you. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you there's not a magic combination, but I will give you quite a few details that will help you kind of decide. I may have just kept you from watching this whole episode. If that's it, there's a lot more quality content to come talking about marketing. So don't tune out, okay? I'm not trying to sell you anything either. I don't have a Facebook whiz in my back pocket, that can help you get hundreds of leads. I don't know how to do that stuff. I have a guy that helps me with that for our local business, and he's pretty sharp, but he only does it for him and me. So think of it as the rule of 7. And this is not a hard and fast rule, okay? But a guy told me a long time ago, we were putting lights on his house, and he said, year 7 is the one where people really think you're legit. If you're in a market where they recognize your name, your logo, your brand, he said year 7 is really going to start to turn over. But that's not the rule of 7 that I'm talking about. The rule of 7 is, some experts have said that customers need to see you 7 times before making a buying decision, or before having enough trust in you, or a level of trust in you, to give you an opportunity for them to make a buying decision. And we can work on that. It's something to work on, but know that every market is different, and every industry is different. Like I said, our market here for door hangers at that time worked like clockwork, baby. It was good stuff. Taking that in the same year, taking that idea to Dallas, Texas, did not work. Well, why didn't it work? Because they were already bombarded with door hangers on their doors because everybody else was doing it at that time. People weren't doing it in our market. They were doing it there. So when they got a door hanger on their door, you know what they did with it? Trash. and you know they might not even check their front door for a month, and by that time it may be too late to get any Christmas lights anyways. So it's just different. So my advice to you is to try things in small doses, but those small doses, be very intentional about what you're doing. If you're starting out, don't worry about a website yet. Get a Facebook page going and start creating a content. Start being prepared for content, and that means prepare now. Start, how much do you want to post? Well, ChatGPT, what's questions? How often do I need to post? I'm starting a Christmas light service business. What things do I need to post? I don't want to be too in your face like buy for me, I'm the man, buy for me. That don't work. So what is a posting schedule that you feel like you could keep up with, and pre-schedule as much of that as possible before the hefty season starts. That's something that we're really working hard on this year, is pre-scheduling all the posts that we can pre-schedule. Some things you can't, and that's fine, but try to keep it to a minimal level. If you don't make it easy on yourself, you will not do it. I'll repeat that. If you don't make it easy on yourself, you will not do it. And I don't mean like just doing things that are easy. I mean create the system and the schedule so that you know exactly what you need to post when. If you have enough energy and time to prep for one post a day, do that. If it's one post every 2 days, do that. Whatever you decide, stick to it. Every industry is different. We talked about that. It means that somebody may only need to see you in your market 5 times or 4 times or 8 times before they make a buying decision. So you want to just be in front of them as much as possible. What we know is that, and what every service business knows, is that humans work. Referrals work. Word of mouth works. So my encouragement to you, in order to get more business, would be to make sure that you're staying in front of your current customers. When you get a new customer, don't just slide them over here in this box that says, okay, they're good, I got them. Continue to have touch points with those customers. And what that means is, well, be as creative as you can be, as you want to be. That may be sending an email. Okay, part of your touch points are your quality of service. So with Jobber, we have a link down in the description. If you want to sign up for Jobber, we are an affiliate, so we get something and you get something. I don't even know what it is. With Jobber, you can create those touch points as part of your process, right? Hey, you can send them a text through Jobber. We're coming to install. We'll be there between this time and this time, or whatever. Or, we got your lights installed. Would you mind leaving us a review here? Here's a link. Make it easy for your customer. Or whatever, right? The uninstall dates, you can do the same thing. And each time you have a touch point with that customer creates more trust. We're looking for trust, and we want to stay in front of them. That way when people come to their house on Thanksgiving night and they have their lights on because you installed them in October, they're going to be like, their friends are going to be like, who put those lights up? Those look great. This company here, and they're awesome. That's what you want them to say. Work from the end to the beginning. What do you want your customer to say? This is getting good. Look up Savannah Bananas. That dude that runs that is fans first. Okay, think about that. Fans first. You want to think of your clients, your customers first, and what do you want them to say? How do you want them to feel? You need to create your business and your marketing around that. When you do that, you're going to get the customers that you want, I promise. As long as you do that and you follow through, your service is good, your people are nice, you answer the phone or you call them back within a very reasonable amount of time. You know, you put the lights on, you make them look great, all the bulb goes out and you're there to fix it quickly, or they don't even know a bulb's out and you knock on their door. Don't do this at night, but you knock on their door at 3 o'clock that afternoon and let them know, hey, I saw a bulb out last night. I'm just coming by to fix it. Do you know how that makes a customer feel? So the words that come out of their mouths later at that party are, these guys came and fixed a bulb at my house. I didn't even know it was out. They were driving around checking bulbs because they want their stuff to look good. Or the next season when it rolls around and somebody asks your customer about Christmas lights, who did your job, who did your house? This company did it. You know what? They sent me a care package at the end of the season. They put it on my front steps. It had a handwritten note thanking me for my business. It had a gift card to a local cookie shop. It had a mug, a coffee mug, not their logo. They put a picture of my family or a picture of my house with Christmas lights on this coffee mug. Do you not think that every time they pick that mug up during Christmas time and they see their house with their Christmas lights on it, that they're not going to think about your company? Your name doesn't even have to be on it. We're trying to get the fans, the customers, we're trying to think about what we want them to say. Work backwards. Marketing is about clarity and repetition. So all those platforms that you can be on, if you're just starting out, don't get overwhelmed. Pick one or two. There's some AI stuff out there that can help you with posting and stuff like that. But clarity and repetition. Create your message, share your message, and be consistent about it. Being the best is not always about being the best. I'm putting this in quotations. It's about being the most visible at times. I'm still doing the quotations and I look like an idiot if you're listening to this thing online. Hey, that's it. Next up, I wanted to remind you real quick. So when I'm doing these things, I've got this whole sheet prep for every episode that I'm going to do this season. Okay, that's how I spent 2 days, not 2 full days. I spent 12 hours working on these topics, and then each episode that I record, I spend 5 or 10 minutes going back and researching these topics, each topic that I'm going over, to make sure that I'm delivering quality content. Same for you. Do some research up front, create quality list topics for the postings that you're going to make, and then for each post, if you want to put in an extra couple minutes before that post to make sure that you're doing exactly. I'm just saying, be prepared for your marketing. Do some research for your marketing before you just jump into something and spend a bunch of money, because splashing here and there and all over the place randomly with no direction is not going to work. All right, next episode, and we'll talk about materials and inventory and how to structure it with your business. Thanks for being here. Remember, love God, love others, and let your work reflect that. We'll catch you on the next one.